Hello students, in our last class we were talking about unit and we said that the standard used as reference to measure some physical quantities are called as the unit. Now we have to talk about the characteristics of a unit. So the unit must be well defined. It must be well defined. It should be of suitable size. So it should be of a suitable size. मीन्स ज़्यादा वड्डी भी नहीं होनी चाहिए तो ज़्यादा छोटी भी नहीं होनी चाहिए. It should be easily reproducible. It should be easily reproducible at all places. At all places means the units must not change from one place to another place. It should not change with time. So should not change with time and physical conditions. And physical conditions means such that change in temperature etc. should not change the units. So these are the characteristics of a unit. So every unit must possess all these characteristics. Now we have to talk about some system of units. So now we will talk about system of units. System of units. So the first system that is common is called as CGS system. CGS system. It is also called as Gaussian system. It is also called as Gaussian system of units. So in this, length, mass and time. So length is, C stands for centimeter, so length is measured in centimeter, mass is measured in gram, and time is measured in second. So centimeter, gram and second. And similarly, actually the thing is, this gram is not written as GM. In our system it is represented by G and second in S. So to make it clear, I have written it as gram, so or we can simply write it as gram. Or another system is MKS system. So in this system, once again, length, mass and time. So M stands for meter, so length is measured in meter, mass in kilogram and time in second. This is also called as Giorgi system, GIORGI. So Giorgi system, also called as Giorgi system. Third is FPS system. Third is FPS system. So once again the same things in this, length, mass and time. So here length is measured in foot, mass in pound and time in second. So these are the three systems, and depending upon the places these were used. But the most important system that we should always talk about is SI system. SI system, or this is the international system. International system of units. So this is applied always everywhere in physics. So in this system, I have already told you the basic quantities or the fundamental quantities: LMT, length, mass, time. So LMTT, LCA. L stands for length, M stands for mass, T stands for time, this T stands for temperature, this L stands for luminous intensity, C stands for current, and A stands for amount of substance. And the units used, so length is measured in meter. Now I am writing the symbols. So please remember these symbols now. I am not writing it as METRE meter. Mass is measured in kg. time in second, temperature in Kelvin. Please do not write it as degree K, not as like this, not like degree K. So please do not write it in this way. It should be in this, simply capital K. Luminous intensity is measured in candela, so it is CD. Both are small alphabets. Current is measured in ampere, capital A. And amount of substance is measured in mole, so it is MOL. So these are the units. So length is measured in mass, length is measured in meter, mass in kg, time in second, temperature in Kelvin, luminous intensity in candela, current in ampere. So and amount of substance is measured in mole. So this is the SI system units. So why we are saying that this SI will be used everywhere, or what are the benefits of using SI system? So advantage of SI system. Now we have to talk about advantages. So we said this system will be used everywhere in physics. So why this will be used in everywhere in physics is because this system is rational system of units. This system is rational system of units. So rational system means for every physical quantity or for any physical quantity, this system will always have a single unit. This system always have a single unit. Means in SI system, the unit of energy, it may be heat energy, it may be electrical energy, or it may be any mechanical energy. So unit of energy will always be joule in case of SI system. In case of SI system. Whereas in case of CGS and MKS, different units are used for different quantities. For example, in MKS, mechanical energy is measured in joule, heat energy in calorie, and electrical energy in watt hour. But whereas in case of SI system, so always joule unit will be used. So that's why it is called as a rational system of units. It is very closely related to CGS. It is closely related to CGS system. So means interchange between SI and CGS interchange is very easily done. It is a metric system. So metric system means every unit can be expressed as power of terms. Every unit can be expressed in terms of powers of 10 or multiples of 10 we can. It is coherent system. So coherent means all the derived units means the units derived from the basic quantities m, l and t, mass, length and time. So they will be obtained by simply multiplying and dividing the basic and supplementary units. They will be simply obtained by dividing and multiplying the basic units. So the derived units can be simply obtained by multiplying and dividing. So no other numerical factors are there. So this is called as a coherent system. So no other factors or no other numerical factors are used in this. So that's why it is called as a coherent system of units. So these all are the benefits of this. Now many other symbols or abbreviations are used in these. So abbreviation means deci, centi, etc. So means we have to remember these symbols and prefix or their powers of 10. Means deci. So I'm giving you some examples. So we have to remember this. So these are the prefixes used as deci. So deci, its symbol is D and its power is 10 raised to power minus 1. Centi. So this C and its power of 10 is 10 raised to power minus 2. Similarly milli. So milli is represented by small m and it is written as 10 raised to power minus 3. Micro. Micro, its symbol is this, mu, and in the terms of power it is 10 raised to power minus 6. Nano, so its symbol is small n and power is 10 raised to power minus 9. Similarly, some more powers are also given in your book, so you can read it from there. Similarly, in these are called as submultiples, and in terms of multiples means 10 raised to power positive power. So here all these were in negative powers. So means these are obtained by division. And here in the multiple case, one is deca, dA. Symbol is dA and its power is 10 raised to power 1. Hecto, H, power is 10 raised to power 2. Kilo. So in physics, wherever this word will come kilo, so kilo, its symbol is small k and its power is 10 raised to power 3. Mega, symbol is capital M, power is 10 raised to power 6. Giga, so its symbol is capital G and its power is 10 raised to power 9. So similarly, some more multiples are given in your book, so please read all these things. And now I hope that you can understand this system of units. Thank you. Have a nice day.